There we go. Hello, everybody. This is Christopher and Darren again.
Return the slab!
And welcome back to World of Final Fantasy. As usual, let's just jump right into it. No need for explanations.
Shall we get
continuing from the last time, so we all know what's going on.
Whose soul will you touch?
Whose soul will you touch?
Visited by free play.
And now I'm gonna try.
The slab.
There we have Clash of Swords. On to Odin.
It depresses me that you do not get that reference.
This should be the place I heard.
Where's the blacksmith?
Traveler,
Never mind.
test your strength.
Like, I even sent you a clip of
So
it.
there you are. The butcher. You've
I
heard
was
a lot of
setting up
people.
during that time,
They call
so
me a butcher.
I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Courage, the cowardly dog.
Those who
Oh,
are
okay.
challenged And they die.
When
you're
Eustace
not very
steals
sporting.
the
Every one of your
that
victims was cut
cartouche
down
from a
without
mummy.
fight.
He who lives by the sword must be quick to draw it.
You gotta admit, Odin looks pretty
They
badass
met with no foul play.
in this.
If they expired without a struggle,
Okay.
that attests to their dearth of skill.
Yeah, that
and
is
my lack of
weirdly
honor.
discordant with
It is
everything.
a troubling thought.
No, that's,
Everything.
that's pretty much what he looked like in Final Fantasy VI.
And return to find swordsmanship
Yeah,
so
but here's the
Only-
thing.
Only more
troubling indeed.
better.
How poetic.
Here's the thing. Now he's surrounded by these freaks.
Why don't you see
Yeah,
how you and your
that's true.
principles fare
But he looks
against me?
badass though.
It's kind of it's kind of
Spirit is
undercut.
impressive.
You want me to murder the Lollipop Guild?
And this is one of the harder battles
What?
because after 11 turns, he does an auto kill attack.
You really ought to know better than to butcher people.
I remember you. To fight again after so long would be a thrill.
He is not a fan of the Lollipop
Catch
Guild.
me
We
as
get
my
it.
blood quickens for another. My first worthy foe in ages. This trickery. This space in which you have confined
Hillary
me.
Clinton is an unlockable
I
video
will not
game
be
character?
detained.
What now?
Nothing, just a video that I saw talking about
Nothing's way.
unlockable video game characters, and
It's on
one of the
Tetsuken.
pictures was Hillary Clinton. I mean, I knew Bill Clinton was an unlockable video game character in an NBA Jam.
When is he not a bit?
Missed
Whenever
by a hair.
NBA Jam has all the characters you can unlock.
Good. You're the strongest.
Basketball
warrior
games
I've
always do
crossed
that
swords
shit.
with in
Just with
years.
anybody.
And yet, 'twould
Well,
be
anybody
awful
that's,
to
you know,
pursue
really
this now.
popular or famous.
Find a new blade.
What, didn't they have Abraham
and
Lincoln
we
at
shall
one point in the
continue
game?
This test of our might.
In a basketball game? I seem to recall
Looks like
that.
this won't be as easy as
I
thought.
think that may have been Hang Time.
It might have been. I'm not.
Part of, well, it was part of the acclaimed basketball franchise.
Does
Yeah.
it have a weakness? You're
Basketball
taking on
franchises
bullying.
always have those weird
Yeah.
fucking.
Which was
I heard
I
that
do.
your
NBA
experience
Jam,
with the dyad
NBA
sword.
NBA Hang Time,
Basically,
and NBA
anything you can tell
Showtime.
me would be a big help.
I said, pretty much all those basketball games has like weird fucking unlockable characters.
Well, my favorite basketball game was this game Run and Gun in the arcades.
Only one I really played was NBA
Or it
Jam.
was a full 2D game,
At last.
but everything was from a third-person perspective over the shoulder of whatever basketball player you were using.
That sounds weird.
Except, I
No,
thought I'd
it
make
sounds
sense
weird, but the way they executed it actually worked. Because you always knew
Romeo!
which basket you were going to, because it was the one goddamn in front of you.
It's his
Look.
grandkid.
Rama's grandkid.
Is
The
this
girl Rama,
best you can
basically.
muster?
Yep.
Yeah, her name's Ramule.
Suddenly you don't look so hot.
Silence. Make your peace. before I cleave you in twain.
I bought
Okay.
that Thundara seed without using it. God damn it. Oh well, I'll use my Thundaja.
What do we have here? Is Odin a way to burrito whitening? Hey, that reminds me. Wasn't old Ramu the only one you never had the guts to go head to head with?
Whoa.
Your Thundega?
Dude, is that true?
What
Thundaja.
I'd cower before no one.
There's Thundaga and Thundaja. Like Blizzaga and Blizzaja, Thyraga and Thyraja. The G hits everyone and the J hits one, but the J one is really fucking powerful.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, Thundaga is pretty powerful, but it hits all enemies. Thundaja is a lot stronger than the Thundaga, but only hits
It's
one.
nothing compared to Psi Metal Omega. Them deep
Thundaga,
earthbound
I
cuts.
don't have Blizzaja right here.
And I can't even remember what the spells from Phantasy Star are. It's like you wanted shit with really weird names. Phantasy Star RPGs. Great games, but you gotta look up what's what when it comes to spells. So, you all dead now?
No, it's after 11 turns he does his uber powerful techniques. That's why I'm using these items, so I don't lose all my... So I don't lose all my AP, so I can summon, not summon, frickin'...
Cast?
No, get my XL, Mirage out.
You're going a little robot-y to me, man.
Sorry.
I'm just letting you know.
Am I now, or is that just like a momentary?
You're getting that distortion. Hold on.
Damn it.
Try something. I'll be right back.
Damn it, I hate having to go all the way through everything.
And we're back.
Okay, and
Still kind of robot-y, but whatever.
I hope the stream ain't getting that. Because if it is, I can't fix it. Okay, I'm gonna beat him within a couple more turns. I was worried about nothing.
But just say you did it on purpose. It's an April Fool's thing.
Yeah, I did it on purpose. I overhyped this enemy on purpose. He really isn't that strong.
I meant the robot voice, but whatever.
Both of them. You know what? I'm gonna bring Bahamut out anyway.
The limits of duct tape.
There are no limits to duct tape. Duct tape is like the best thing ever. Like if it's something that's moving and it shouldn't be, use duct tape and that usually fixes it. Now if something's not moving but should be moving, use WD-40. Gugnir.
There we go.
Holy shit.
There goes the schmutz.
Okay, Bahamut is only level 20, so of course he's... Yeah.
So you're fucked.
No, I just brought him out just for the shits and giggles, really.
No,
Because
I
I
meant
could.
because you have no AP. And
No, AP is just spells. You regain AP every turn anyway. And he's about dead anyway with these lightning marbles. I'd say two more hits and he's dead. 2 to 3. Okay, 1. Never mind, 1.
Victory!
I have Odin now. I really don't get how that was so hard for me in the past.
because you didn't know that he was weak to lightning.
Yeah, that's a good. That's accurate.
Good. This shall forever stand as proof
Accurate.
that your skill surpasses mine.
Because I played it way back
Pleased
in the
to have
day
met so
whenever
fierce a warrior.
there were no guides to it,
Ours
and
was a
I could never
doom
figure
to
out that.
remember.
What, you couldn't just use a lightning spell on him?
That's for sure. But it was a close one.
Damn it! Stop using logic.
At least no more travelers will get shorn in two. Romuald.
It's been a while since I played it, so I can't remember.
Like when you start yelling at one of those Let's Players to just try every button.
Thank you as well, wherever they are. Now then.
Or when you're yelling at those Let's Players to actually read the fucking... read the... What am I trying to say? Read the, tutorial. To actually go through the fucking tutorial.
Well, I was
Instead of
watching this
skipping
one
it.
guy trying to play Cuphead, and he kept falling into this pit on the first running gun section. He's like, I don't know how you're supposed to make this jump. And all I could think is, you just played the tutorial 5 minutes ago, where one of the first things they did was make you air dash. Hit the dash button in the air.
Yeah, in midair, yeah. That reminds me of Dean Takahashi. You remember the Dean Takahashi incident?
What now? Who's so...
What, the guy who took 20 minutes on a tutorial level
Yeah.
because he couldn't figure out the simple basic mechanics
Yeah.
of moving a platformer character through a neutered maze
Yeah.
designed to be childishly simple?
Yeah, like a little 5-year-old could actually beat it.
I smell an adventure, Boko.
I mean, literally, a 5-year-old did, because someone who was doing a reaction video to his said he gave his 5-year-old child, who was rarely played games like that, the controller. Well, yeah, the controller. He had an Xbox controller hooked up to his PC,
I can keep it all?
and had their child, 5 years old, play the tutorial and beat it within like a minute.
My name's Riku. And you're...
Oh, I'm Bart.
Just,
This is Boko. The pleasure's ours.
I expect, you know, if you're a game reviewer, to actually be able to play the game that you're reviewing.
Aren't you just, like, super excited?
Like a car reviewer that doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah, like
Like-
that.
We're not saying you have to be good at it, but just to be able
To do it.
to process the idea of holding left while hitting the jump button, then hitting another button while you're in the air. While it says it, while there's a bunch of words telling you to do just that right in front of you.
It literally said jump and press the dash button on it. It literally stated it on the screen. Like just... I can only imagine how he tried to play Mega Man X. Or frankly, any Mega Man game. Because that's what Cuphead
Do you
is.
realize what this means?
It's a Mega Man game.
Guardian. Now we know the cave
Only a
is
little
packed
bit,
with loads of
well,
treasure.
much harder.
I was
Much
about to
harder.
say, you
I would
sure
not
are
compare it
an
to Mega
adventurer.
Man.
Strong foes always position
What's the
themselves in front of
difference?
the
Except for
important loot.
you don't get the power of your enemy at the very after you
There are a
beat
lot
them.
of differences, like the multi-directional shooting, the way you get power-ups and weapons, and
Yeah, true. Yeah, but I mean,
it's
basic
closer to
concept.
Contra.
Well, yeah, it is closer to Contra. Yeah, that's yeah. Than a Contra game.
In terms of difficulty and
Contra really wasn't that difficult though.
mechanics.
Oh my gosh.
Contra
No,
wasn't.
Contra could be pretty fucking difficult.
Believe it. You saved our lives?
Yeah, but not that difficult. I mean, it's not impossible.
If we just saved us from that mirage.
No, not if you put in the 30 lives code and have someone else playing with you.
Well, I never put in the 30 lives code, but I did have someone else playing with me, so that's
I wasn't
yeah.
trying to help you. Just trying to.
Besides,
Because I didn't know about the 30 lives code at the time.
Super Contra.
Whoa.
It came out on the Nintendo right after. It was like freakishly difficult.
Get what's going on.
Don't lump Riku and Bartzen with Lon. He's on
There's also Contra Hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
You know, one of the hardest running gun platformers ever made.
Yeah.
It's like, there's a reason why that game's called Hardcore.
Yeah.
It's like that one Mel Brooks movie. You got to be a real man to wear tights for like Contra Hardcore.
Well, yeah, you gotta be a real man. Only real men wear tights, man. Only real men wear tights. Wait, I've already got this monster. Why am I trying to capture it? Capture it.
Man, we're man in tights. We roam around the forest looking for fights. That's right.
I remember. I love that. I love that movie. That is one of my favorites.
That oughta do it. Your cave will be safe.
Thanks, Ifrit.
Okay,
You're the
honkies,
best
time
kind of
in.
friend we could ask for.
Look, you really had the wrong idea.
I can't go stealing from such a stand-up guy.
I
Promise to leave your treasure alone.
Dave Chappelle.
You keep it.
I agree.
They didn't give him much,
I'd
but
have
what
to be
they did
rescued,
give him,
'cause that
he
would just
rocked.
be bad form.
It is true. Your burning passion has moved me.
Just, I mean, it
could
shattered
not
so
allow
many
your
tropes.
fires to be snuffed out. And just so you both
Well,
know,
yeah, because
there
that's
was
what
never any
Mel
treasure
Brooks
Gibson
movies
does,
tended
yeah.
to do. The
That's what Mel
themes
Brooks-
Mel Brooks movies did.
Yeah.
They made fun of the tropes of the respective
Oh man.
Time, yeah.
That's no fun.
Or genre.
Hey,
Time and
chin up,
genre.
Ba-
you. Next time,
Spaceballs
there
mocked
are other caves.
Star Wars, sci-fi.
science, yeah, sci-fi, and most of all Star Wars.
Just like what a Burning Saddles?
It's
I
too
can't
bad
remember.
Ifrit wasn't a vicious guardian.
Burning Saddles was making fun
Son
of
of Western, yeah.
of the
That's how
westerns,
stuff works.
and also a clever commentary on racism.
Yeah, especially with the Mormons thing, that was funny. I love that scene, actually. Making fun of Mormons.
Somewhere out there. Awesome treasure.
Just the fact that it was partially written by Richard
You
Pryor.
said it, Riku.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
I'm talking about whenever Gene Wilder and Pryor were having that conversation.
It wasn't Pryor in the movie. He just
Who
wrote
was it? Who was it in the movie? I forgot.
I can't remember.
No, it was
All I
Richard
know
Pryor.
is that
That scene
while
had
they were
Richard Pryor in
casting
it.
for it, Pryor said, "Okay, I'm out. He's in."
No, that scene had Richard Pryor in it.
What? What scene?
Hold on, after this stream, I'll fetch that scene for you.
No,
What now?
we're talking about Blazing Saddles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Richard Pryor was only a co-writer on that movie with Mel Brooks. He was not in it at all.
I could have sworn there was one scene with him
He
in
had a
it.
cameo, but no, he wasn't the sheriff.
No, he wasn't the sheriff, no. But there was a scene with Gene Wilder and him Unless it's a completely different movie I'm thinking about.
It's probably a completely different movie because they had a run of them.
Yeah, there was a lot of them.
As I have a feeling what you're going to quote me is see no evil, hear no, or hear no evil, see no evil, or Silver Street.
Like I said, I'll look it up whenever we get finished. I want to see that scene anyway to make sure myself what it was from.
Or Stir Crazy. That's right, that's right. We bad, we bad.
Sorry, I thought you were a mirage.
Ah, the Silver Street.
There was a real dangerous
One of the
But
few
no.
acceptable cases of blackface.
But no, I love the scene at the end of Men in Tights,
I said I'm
where
sorry.
Patrick Stewart was
let's
in
roll.
it as the
Where are you
king.
headed?
You say that as though you actually
It's like,
believe
here,
I'll
hold
let
my-
you come along with me.
What was it?
Well, of course I am. A
Let me
dangerous
hold your
mirage is
hold your
loose
knife.
in this
It's a
forest.
sword.
It's not safe to be wandering around by yourself.
What a hero. You know, I'm
I think it was
perfectly capable of
Mel
handling
Brooks that was actually doing the
so
Moyle.
less.
No, who played
Yeah,
the Moyle?
Mel Brooks
Yeah,
was
Mel-
playing the Moyle.
Yeah, it was Mel Brooks playing the Moyle.
Okay, off we go.
He was giving away free circumcision.
You put your little thing in there, press the lever, and
So tell me
Lift the
about this
tip.
mirage.
No, you put my little
Well,
thing
according to
in.
the
No, put your
villagers,
little thing
the
in my
thing's
little
supposed to be some
machine.
kind of colossal
Nip the tip.
beast. Somebody's got to step up and do something about it.
And you let them talk you into hunting it?
let's all
And
go
then-
to the mountains, huh?
And then Dave Chappelle was like, "I'll take two of them."
What was that?
I have you now, birds!
What have we here? So you're the
Gilgamesh
mirage
again.
everyone's talking about. Oh yeah,
Uh.
you look like trouble to me.
That is not how circumcision works.
Parts? Is that you? Something's different about you, is it the hair?
Well, you're done scaring the villagers. I'm putting you down right now.
Nice try. You'll need more than an extreme makeover to pull the wool over Gilgamesh's eyes. Oh, I see. I'll bet it was you that set that vicious monster on me before.
Any last words?
Circumcision.
Yeah.
It's like you're having separate
The
conversations.
acceptable
Hey,
genital
Gilgamesh, right?
mutilation.
Do you think that monster that attacked you could have
Well,
gotten away
to be
with
granted,
100 years. It's over, Bart.
removing the foreskin doesn't keep you from feeling any pleasure ever.
It does actually. It does.
Okay, Gilgamesh, get ready for a
It
fist
does
bump.
keep
No,
you from feeling a
because
considerable
dudes
amount of
without a
pleasure.
foreskin still feel good having sex. So,
Not as good as it would
Has he
feel.
even noticed that he's fighting against us now?
Not even half as good as it would feel with,
Poor Celeste. She's surrounded by idiots on all sides.
because that's where most of the nerve endings in the penis is in the foreskin. A lot of people don't know that. Most of the nerve endings are right there in the foreskin. So chopping that off gets rid of a lot of pleasure, because that's the reason they were doing it. Was because they didn't want men to have as much pleasure having sex as they should have when they grow up. It was an anti-masturbation
Listen, Snow.
thing
Huh?
originally.
What are you doing? Don't tell me you're on his side.
Would you just settle down?
Just like how Kellogg's
Listen when
cereal
people
was
talk to you.
somehow anti-masturbation.
Earlier, you mentioned that some vicious monster attacked you, right?
well,
What
it's
did the thing
because
look like?
Kellogg had his own. Well,
Crazy
it was called
ideas.
Well,
Colossal beast.
He was insane.
Quick end at the hands of
Yes!
Gilgamesh and his mighty
He was
blade.
fucking insane.
man of the Victorian era. What do you
So
want?
now, that dangerous
True.
mirage is gone.
True, true, true.
And
But
you,
his
Gilgamesh,
police followed
isn't the
into
person you've been looking
the
for.
21st century somehow.
His name's Snow, not
This-
Bart's.
I'm glad I'm not
Well, when you point it
circumcised. I'm
out,
glad my parents
it
did not do
seems
that to me,
dangerous.
because
It doesn't look especially beast-like.
Yeah.
Snopes.
Someone else?
that, and it can keep you from going up to 2 to 3 inches
Oh,
longer.
that was my bad, Garglemasher. Man, you
So if you got a
totally
small
had me fooled
dick,
there.
that's probably why you were circumcised, and that's
You may not be
that-
Bart's, but you're
yeah.
just as worthy an opponent.
I had the wrong guy, but you put up a good fight. I like your style.
Do they even shoot
Fine.
each other?
because it's more
Any
stretchy
couple
than
willing
any
to
other
go
type of
around with
skin.
me? Hey, we are now bros.
Bros, you say?
How did we end up talking about that?
I like
Just-
the sound of that.
just
Man,
let's get off that
The two of us
conversation.
must have been destined to go head to head today.
Because this video is
You
just
like,
going to be
knew each other in
demonetized, so
some
I
past
know it.
life?
No, not that I remember.
If in the future I ever want to make money on
Have you
this
ever been a
video,
frog?
I won't be able to.
Not that I remember.
They deserve each other.
Yeah, how about them bears? Darren, you still there? Or did you just leave because of that insanity?
Good morning. What now?
Huh? I was looking at Snopes. I don't give a shit about sports.
So you don't like the Bears?
My mom was a Bears fan,
Okay.
and we always refer to them as the Bears.
Oh, well,
Not
hello there, Bart.
the Bears.
What's the matter?
It's Boko.
No, because we aren't retarded.
It's gotta be Hyperion. He and his
But that's
gang
a
are up to no
that's
good
like a
again.
direct Blues Brothers thing.
No, that's a Saturday Night Live thing. There's a difference.
Okay.
That was a sketch with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd and someone else. I can't remember.
Oh, yes. Well,
Oh, John Candy, one of my favorite actors from that time.
And I am joking because I've met people with a thick Chicago accent that would say the
The
Bears.
Bears. The Bears.
But-
Something like that. I can't do it.
They'll drink the old style. They'll have the Chicago style hot dog.
Instead if Hyperion was still around, which can only mean
But they won't have the
must
deep
been
dish.
something else.
It's too fancy.
Oh,
Master, what is it?
I still gotta admit, that one time I went
Boko's in big
to
trouble.
Chicago and had
You get
actual Chicago deep dish. Even though I was only, I want to say 16, 15 years old, I still remember to this day, even though it was 20 years ago, I still remember it.
instead what they would have is Home Run Inn, the most overrated of Chicago pizza establishments.
It's about time.
My favorite chocobo.
Huh?
Have you ever had Home Run Inn?
No,
Don't you see, Bart?
No.
Because you can get it in from frozen pizzas.
Hey, pay
Okay.
attention.
That's how they make most of their money nationwide.
It's alive, but it's more like I live with it.
It's like you ever been to a Walmart or something like that, they'll have it probably.
This chocobo seems to be pretty intelligent. Makes you wonder why he bothers caring so much about
favorite
Crappiest
chocobo.
of the big name Chicago pizzas.
And I had such hopes that he'd be a prime specimen when we mecha
Like
chocobos
you're just better off getting a thin crust from Gino's.
For far too long now, this world's chocobos have nuzzled up to you.
Well, I say that like they don't have good thin crust. Though all those places have pretty good thin crust. Because not everyone eats deep dish.
Yeah. Just like how, I mean, South Carolina barbecue,
I call subjugation.
I love South Carolina barbecue except for when they use
Everyone knows chocobos are
mustard
smarter
sauce.
than humans.
Mustard-based sauce.
It's time for Grimoire's
I prefer a
chocobos
vinegar-based
to welcome the
sauce.
Cognac
And that's
and become this world's
my part of South
prime
Carolina where I
species.
live. We use vinegar-based sauce. So I guess I'm used to that, but still.
That's right.
No, I just mean
True for all the chocobos out there.
That's just,
I love deep dish from places that do it competently because
yeah.
Why would
you got a lot of places that are really good at thin crust, but they think, well, we're in Chicago, we got to do a deep dish too,
Yeah.
and they
Like
have no idea what they're doing.
Like I was saying, there's parts in South Carolina, like the northern South Carolina is mustard-based barbecue sauce. Southern South Carolina is vinegar-based sauce, and everybody is like, well, I'm in South Carolina, might as well have their mustard-based. I'm like, no, it's not. Not all of South Carolina does that. And the ones that do, I mean,
This is not what I'm talking about.
like,
Hold on. Let me finish, man.
Whoa! A robot chocobo!
Just please let me finish here.
okay,
Seraphine, you should make yourself a robot too. Made of
What I'm
chocobos,
talking about
fancy 'em
is
out.
that as much as I love deep dish, I wouldn't want it every single fucking day. Sometimes I feel like a goddamn thin crust. And you know what? Lou Malnati's got me covered. Chino's got me covered. Giordano's got me covered.
But no, the reason I brought that up is because I saw I think it was Good Mythical Morning actually do a thing on, you know, different barbecue sauces, and they were testing different barbecue sauces from different parts of the country. And then when it came to South Carolina sauce, they said that South Carolina does a mostly mustard. No, all of South Carolina. They said all of South Carolina uses mustard-based sauce, and I'm like, no, god damn it! I live in South Carolina. We don't use mustard-based sauce down here. We do a vinegar-based sauce. Like they got
They have
that.
Chicago?
Just holy. I mean, just damn. I hate
They
it.
do Chicago.
Oh, that reminds me. That chick perched on your head.
Did they have some good old Chicago rib
You want to
tips?
explain how that
I
works?
don't know. I can't remember it. It's been a while, and that's the only thing that stuck out to me because it pissed me off. So
Well, God
goddamn.
damn it, what good are you then?
Just look up Good Mythical Morning
I
Barbecue.
may have just found the one chocobo that can speak our language.
I don't want to do that. I want you to describe it.
Like I said, that's the
Magically
only thing.
remember
That's the
something
only.
you saw years ago.
Yeah, I saw it a couple years, like 1 or 2 years ago.
Best place in Chicago to get ribs though was Ribs and Bibs.
Damn it! No,
This
damn
little
it.
place in Hyde Park that's just
Let me see
they
if I
give you the
can.
full slab on a couple of pieces of toast to soak up the excess.
I'm gonna redo that one because I don't know if I got. Yeah, it didn't give me the reward.
But oh god,
Oh,
you
that's
get the
why.
full slab from them, and it's a real full slab. It's not like one of those.
No, I've
It's
got.
not like when you get going to like one of the more established chain type of places where you get the tiny ribs. Where you're wondering, wait, did they just slaughter some poor piglet or something? No, it was a full-sized hog that went down for those ribs. You know what else I miss?
What was that?
We used to have this place in Des Plaines called the Sirloin Stockade.
Omega Memento.
It was,
Romulan Memento. Yay!
I will admit, a buffet where, yeah, the big order of the thing were, you know, things like roast beef and steaks and, well, most of their buffet was standard buffet stuff, and most of the smart people stayed far away from the buffet. No, what they had though was their fucking beef ribs. Have you ever had beef ribs?
Beef ribs. I can't really say.
Let me put it like this. Have you ever had ribs where the rib was wide enough that you could barely get your hand around it because it came off of a fucking cow?
No, I haven't.
I've
only
had
had spare
beef
ribs.
And done right, beef ribs are just, oh.
Want some tea? What now?
Yes, I would like some tea actually, but I don't have any.
It's also country style ribs, but I always found those somewhat annoying.
I'd forgotten that you actually had to go back and press X again on top of the intervention to get the reward. That's why I just spent like a full 2 minutes doing that exact thing that I
Wah,
just said.
wah.
But I got all the rewards, so. And most of it's mementos to.
I can't thank you enough.
basically transfigure monsters into other monsters,
Gets so grim anyway.
like higher level monsters,
Don't sweat it. Things will work out.
like Chocobo into
Two of us
Mecha
can
Chocobo,
handle anything.
which I just got.
A human to defeat the cop. Is he a medium?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I have to go murder some
Already
people.
awakened. Either way,
Okay.
I know just what to do with it.
I was. Someone
Probably talking about
decided
the game,
to
but
just randomly post me a link
Please tell me you
to
didn't come here to
Chocobo
start your
Rule
nonsense
34.
again.
oh
There's a time and a
god,
place, okay? Right now I'm busy
Someone must
dismantling
die.
these doohickeys.
I didn't know it, so
Oh, of course you didn't. You'd be dead by now.
You're not getting away without a duel this time.
no, because I've posted far, I've given you far worse than that. You know that.
Goggle, kaboggle, boggle, kanagabaki, whatever they are, I know how.
Yeah, I'm sure the audience really takes comfort in knowing that you have access to far worse
You mean the Cogna?
than Rule 34 involving Chocobos.
Yes.
Remember the Rule 34 bullet bill I gave you?
I must have had you all wrong.
Or have you forgotten about that?
No,
specifically?
I'm giving you the opportunity to duck out. Take it. Take
Far
it.
enough. I want to see this secret weapon you told me about, right?
I can't believe it was easy as he said. Now that I have you alone.
Oh, great.
we
There's
can
no
flash out.
last week tonight, of course,
Yeah.
Who's he?
because
Do you know a
It's
way to
Easter.
stop those machines or don't you?
No clue.
it's Easter and April Fool's
Fool's
Day.
Day.
So
Yeah.
how many parents are going to decide to number the eggs and then just leave
Skip one
randomly
number.
leave one number out?
And then they'll spend the entire day trying to find number 21.
You've served your purpose. Get lost.
Huh? What?
Hey, that'd be a good way to keep the kids busy.
Silence. Your meat is demise at my hands.
But I don't want to look anymore, Mommy.
My rise to great
Look
glory
at
is
my
all but
dog.
assured.
The camera.
Your word. You promised
Wait,
I would
that-
get to
that-
fight Barks one-on-one.
That's not one of the ones
What
that
do
would
you
make it
know?
onto
So that's the
YouTube.
story.
Yeah.
This family
That
really
sounds
wants
more
to
like
fight
one of the
over
ones that would make it into Exhibit A.
What, after the kids murder the parents?
Oh man. Once
In
I
their
wipe the
sleep.
floor with these guys, you're in for an earful.
Yeah, let's just assume the murder is the worst that could happen in that scenario. I will sleep far better that way.
Definitely have it coming to them this time.
I don't even feel like capturing these because I've already got them.
Brace game. Really trying to defend Superman 64?
Someone's trying to defend Superman 64?
If so, they consider me grateful.
Yeah.
I would have had a hard time with that on their own.
What?
Now, as for you,
Don't worry about
how
it.
could you let him fool
That,
you like
that game is...
I'm sorry.
Okay, remember the other day you were saying the worst game you've ever played?
I was at my wit's end. I couldn't think of any other
Yeah, I
way
never
to
played it.
fight with me.
I did. I had the unfortunate
Why are you so fixated on fighting me?
pleasure of playing it.
Otherwise, I can't
And
guarantee
I
your
never got
safety.
past the first level because
What?
flying in that game is impossible.
Truly a champion to these people. Then you lay
Flying in that fucking game is impossible.
The better thing. Have you seen the new Panic at the Disco music video?
The one you sent to me yesterday?
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I have. You sent it to me.
It's like, it's not my kind of music, but that's just an awesome music video.
That was a pretty awesome video, I got to say.
Villagers and get out of here.
Especially
It
at
was
the-
a prequel.
Especially at the end where she went total Harley Quinn on him
Shame this is
with the
goodbye.
baseball bats.
Now I
Yeah, it's a prequel to a earlier video he did where he dies on an operating table,
Okay.
which then has a sequel, The Emperor's New Clothes, where he starts off by wandering in heaven, and then a trap door opens and he falls into the eternal pit as the music starts playing.
Well, damn. Excuse me.
And then just comes an awesome fucking makeup effects transformation sequence.
Oh, I have awaited this damn million years. Bart's!
Like his shoulder blades start mutating and poking out of his back in an unnatural
How
way.
many zeros do you think
just-
you could add
it's just
before that
awesome
sounds
looking.
Ridiculous?
No! What do you say you and me get our
Music videos you watch with the
no thanks.
mute on.
I'm gonna pass. Poco, let's
Hey, I like that. I actually like that song. Then
Yeah,
again,
you too. I'm not gonna mess with that.
then again, I also like that one popular song. Imagine. Hurt your door, but I can't help but to hear the words. Alright, Sins, not tragedies.
I actually like the one for the Say Amen video, but that's just because it gets worked in the video a lot. Like where he's, where he does the, where he belts out the singing word, and as it goes, up into the high range, his girlfriend kicks him in the dick. What?
Let's see, waiting for them to the destination. 5 stars. I'm gonna try it, but this is gonna be difficult.
Huh?
This one's gonna be difficult.
Something's out there. I know, Fenrir. You can sense it too. If it's making my horn like this, then it can only be a mirage with some kind of connection to my tribe.
Sid Meier's Pirates.
Okay.
No thing.
Okay.
Fun game to play, but not the kind to watch.
Is this the spot?
Oh wait, it was the Xbox one.
I can feel it.
Still maybe later.
Are you the mirage who's been calling us? What is it? You don't mean to fight us.
Yeah, the black spinner is the bad one, of course. No, duh. It's always gotta be the black one.
I didn't know
It's always.
Aiko's horn was real.
Sure seems that way. You know, once upon a time, a horn used to be
Right,
sign of
the
every
the
summer.
apotheosis
I didn't know
of
that.
of
So
lazy
Aiko must
world
have
building.
an ancient line of them.
No, that's actually a good monster to have.
Eh.
It's actually a pretty strong monster. I just got to build my Visaja back up. Oh, fuck it, I'll give him High Ether.
Mobile suit gunna bridged Char's counterclaim. Oh, pop the fourth wall.
And I still haven't used the Thundara seed I got earlier. I know exactly who's going to get it too. The character that doesn't have it.
His magic is unbelievably strong. But
Uh.
it's strange. There's something about him that feels so familiar. Hey, is there a reason you called out to us like that? Huh? What?
Aiko,
Top 10 April Fool's pranks in gaming.
still so young, and yet you have
Yeah.
carried the tribe's heavy burden with head held high. Thank you.
Is that the Mirage talking?
Okay, so what's going on here?
I know this voice.
Aiko,
Oh,
these
my
are
dog's
dark
better than your
times,
dog.
and your world faces a terrible crisis. The world will soon have need of the
No, he's a,
power the tribe possesses.
Eidolon.
Mirages who answer our call.
You ever play the Samurai Showdown games where they introduced like the two different versions, the bust and slash versions of each character.
No.
Where one version was like the evil version of that character with a different move set altogether.
Can't say that I have.
And Nakaruru,
Wait!
the girl who usually has the eagle, has the eagle replaced with the wolf.
Huh.
Well, until 5 came out and they gave the wolf its own,
That had to have been one of my
the wolf girl her own
ancestors'
character.
Come to think of it, Grandfather once told me, after I celebrate my 16th birthday,
I'm trying to think of something to say, but
I'll be able to
I can't
form
add
bonds
to
with
that
many
because I don't
different
know anything about
mirages.
Samurai Showdown because I've never played
But
it.
now, I need to focus on the things I can accomplish in the present. After all, I've still got a long
About the
way
only
to
game
go.
I played like that was
Can I count on you to be there for me?
Tenshi. Wasn't it the name of that? Tenshi?
Grimoire is in danger.
What?
There was a
Everything needs my
PlayStation
tribe's
2
power.
game.
The
It was
summoner's
you
power.
were a ninja basically,
share
and
it with you.
it was a stealth game.
Rain, Lawn.
And what does that have to do with Samurai Showdown?
That's the only thing Japanese related I could think of. That was, was actually a decent game. That I could actually.
Yeah, no.
But the voice acting in it was terrible. But
Shall what now?
back then, when most games didn't have voice acting, you really couldn't ask for that much.
And it was Tenchu.
Tenchu, that's it, Tenchu.
As I recall, the only good games were on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, PlayStation 1, yeah. Hard as hell, but still fun.
The PlayStation 2 had this weird game, Crimson whatever, where it was a ninja girl with a wire and she was like lolly jailbait. It was just all kinds of fucked up.
Cloud?
Well, most of the games I play were RPGs.
No, he's
Like
on the mission
99%
too.
of the games
I'll
I
take
play
this one.
are role-playing games.
Are you ready for it?
That's the worst kind of jailbait, is the lolly jailbait.
I can fight it.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Because
But
if it's a
be
bait
extra
that
careful,
appeals to
please.
you, fuck you.
Something feels off about this one.
But nah, seriously,
One way
most
to
of the
say,
games I've ever
I
played
can't believe a freak of nature like that
have
even
been
exists. I'm
RPGs
quoting that word
and
for word. A
JRPGs.
mirage that's too hideous to be true?
And there is a difference. There's a major difference between a normal RPG and a JRPG.
All I can
JRPG
think
has
of
a
is
lot of
Lilith from Darkstalkers, the lolly version of Morgan,
I mean, I also played a
whose
few.
clothes disappear in one of her animations for a couple of seconds,
Okay.
for a couple of frames. Yeah, it's fucked up.
But no, there's other games I play. Ooh, Ultros. I forgot about Ultros. You remember Ultros?
Hold on. Is this the mirage from the reports? Hey, someone has been causing trouble. around here.
Ultros?
Is it you?
Yeah, the giant octopus from Final Fantasy VI.
No, I don't.
You don't remember Ultros?
No.
Like one of the most prominent.
It's been a while since I played it.
Yeah, but you watched me. Well, then again, they didn't have Ultros in the game because they were all randomized, but still.
Yes, and you gave up partway through.
No, I didn't give up. I beat it. I beat the game.
So is he going to tentacle rape the chibi freaks?
No.
Okay, so he won't go to jail for doing this game.
No.
Hey, about that hideous mirage.
Why'd I
Did you say
put
it's
it like
nearby?
that? Ugh.
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna do the game. Do the game!
Could you tell me where you're taking me?
Be the ball!
Why, somewhere that you and I can have plenty of
But no, I was
fun
saying,
together.
okay, RPGs aren't the only game I played. I did like the Devil May Cry
You
series,
really are a nasty mirage.
as well as Metal Gear Solid. I love Metal Gear Solid.
All right, you got me.
And Metal
I
Gear,
might
of
have
course.
told a fib, but
Which I never beat the NES Metal Gear. I never beat it. Because I couldn't figure out how to do it. Because that game, just the NES Metal Gear. Ugh.
Hey, you don't happen to remember the Flash cartoons where with the gerbils in the microwave, do you?
I don't remember that. No. What? What?
Yeah. There was this guy that did comedy Flash animations.
Oh, I thought you were talking. Oh, I thought you were talking about the
I can't believe Tara actually trusted
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The frog and the blender and.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that now. I thought you were talking about fucking.
No. No, I wasn't talking about actual gerbils and actual microwave.
No, no.
Well, why didn't
I
you tell
thought
us
you were
that
talking
sooner?
about the Flash, as in Barry Allen, and
What?
because that was what was confusing. I'm like, Flash and Flash. You said Flash cartoons, which led me to think the Flash. You know, DC.
Yes, because they were rendered in Flash. God damn it.
I get what you meant after you said you know.
Yes.
But yeah, I remember those Flash animations. Yeah.
God, what was the
Vividly.
name of the weirdo that did those?
It's starting to do that thing again, where it gets all choppy.
You're already doing that.
No, I mean the game is. It always does that about 50 minutes in.
They were right. I'd have to say that Mirage really was too hideous to be true.
Well, maybe it's about time to start winding down.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty close. Damn it.
I remember he had the picture of the custom Jeep with the decals of all of the dead gerbils flying around from the tires.
Yeah. Well, anyway, since my computer is wanting to fuck up right now. Well, it's not my computer. It's PlayStation 4 remote shares wanting to disconnect and reconnect really badly. So I'm going to leave this episode here. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you're interested in future content, please like this video, share it with your friends. And if you really liked it, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell button in order to see future videos. My Twitter and Discord links are in the description. That being said, have a nice day and goodbye.
Thank you for coming. I'll see you in heaven.